The 18-year-old Italian stands above the rest in Milan.
Jannik Sinner is a winner on the ATP Tour, a champion for the very first time.
A first ATP 500 crown for the Italian teenager.
Jannik Sinner. He's the rising star everyone's talking about. At just 23 years old, he's climbed the tennis ranks faster than anyone could have imagined, capturing titles and thrilling fans with his explosive play. But beneath the surface, there's a struggle that many don't see. Today, we're diving deep into the secret battles Jannik Sinner is facing. With the US Open just around the corner, Sinner's dealing with more than just the pressure to perform. He's battling a persistent injury, and to make things even more complicated, his personal life is under the microscope.
We saw some little issues, talking about my physical shape, but I'm just happy it gives me a chance to prepare it in the best possible way I can.
His relationship status with fellow tennis player Anna Kalinskaya is a mystery. They were seen together recently, sparking rumors that they might still be an item, but no one really knows for sure. The uncertainty around his personal life, combined with his physical struggles, is creating a perfect storm that could derail his entire season. The hip injury first became a serious issue earlier this year, and it's been a constant thorn in Sinner's side ever since. The injury, which affects the muscles around his hip joint, makes it painful and difficult to rotate fully, a crucial movement in tennis. This has not only hindered his power and speed on the court, but has also made it hard for him to play at his best for extended periods. The pain flares up unpredictably, sometimes mid-match, forcing Sinner to adjust his play style, or even worse, withdraw from matches altogether.
I struggle now a little bit in the last period with my right hip. We try to find a solution. Sometimes I feel it more like today. Some days it's a little bit better, but let's see.
To manage the injury, Sinner has had to make difficult choices throughout the season. He pulled out of the Madrid Open earlier in the year, a tournament where many expected him to go deep due to concerns about aggravating the injury. He also skipped the Rome Masters, his home tournament and one of the most important clay court events of the year. Missing these tournaments wasn't just about resting, it was about preserving his body for the bigger challenges ahead, like the Grand Slams. But every tournament he skips is a lost opportunity to fine-tune his game, to build confidence, and to keep his ranking secure. The physical challenges have been immense, but the mental toll has been just as daunting. Dealing with a chronic injury isn't just about managing pain, it's about managing fear. Fear that the injury might get worse, fear that he might not be able to play his best when it counts, and fear that his career, still in its early stages, could be compromised. This mental strain has been evident in his recent matches, where he's had to dig deep just to stay competitive. Despite his efforts to stay in peak condition, the injury has clearly affected his performance. At the Monte Carlo Masters, a tournament where he was seen as a strong contender, Sinner had to withdraw after struggling through his earlier rounds. The pain was too much, and continuing could have risked even more serious damage. This withdrawal was a huge blow, not just because he had to leave the tournament, but because it showed that the injury was far from being under control. As if the physical and mental challenges weren't enough, Sinner's personal life has added another layer of complexity to his already difficult year. His relationship with fellow tennis player Anna Kalinskaya has been a roller coaster, to say the least. Earlier this year, they seemed inseparable, often spotted together at tournaments and sharing moments on social media. But then, the rumors started. In August, the tennis world noticed that the two had unfollowed each other on Instagram, a move that usually signals trouble in paradise. Was it the end of their relationship? No one was sure, and the uncertainty only added to the speculation. Just when it seemed like the relationship might be over, Sinner and Kalinskaya were seen together again, this time at the Cincinnati Masters. Were they back together, or were they just friends? The truth is, no one knows for sure, but the speculation hasn't stopped. For Sinner, this kind of attention is the last thing he needs right now. Balancing a high-pressure career with a complicated personal life is never easy, and for Sinner, it's become another source of stress in an already challenging year.
Yeah, congratulations to him. I'm gonna text him now, and yeah, I'm so happy.
With the US Open looming, Sinner's challenges are mounting. The physical pain, the mental strain, the personal drama, it's all coming to a head. And yet, through it all, Sinner has remained focused. He's continued to train, to compete, and to push through the pain. But the question remains, how much more can he take? Can he really overcome all these obstacles and come out on top at the US Open? Or is this the season where everything finally becomes too much? In many ways, this year has been a test of Sinner's character as much as his talent. He's shown incredible resilience, fighting through matches when others might have given up, pushing himself to keep going even when the odds were against him.
It's sensational.
But this resilience isn't new. Born in Italy, Sinner was a child prodigy, not just in tennis, but also in skiing. By the age of 13, he made the bold decision to focus only on tennis, a move that paid off quickly. His powerful baseline game and calm demeanor on the court helped him climb the ATP rankings at a remarkable pace. In 2019, he became the youngest ATP 500 champion since the category was created, and soon after, he made headlines by reaching the quarterfinals of both the French Open and the US Open. These breakthroughs solidified his reputation as one of the most promising young talents in the sport. But the US Open is a different challenge altogether. It's the final Grand Slam of the year, and for Sinner, it's the last chance to salvage what has been a roller coaster of a season. Sinner has had some strong showings at the US Open in the past, with his best performance coming in 2022 when he reached the quarterfinals. His powerful baseline game and resilience have made him a fan favorite in New York, where the fast hard courts suit his aggressive style. But this year, the stakes are even higher. With the injury and his recent struggles, the US Open is more than just another tournament. It's a chance for redemption, a chance to prove that he can overcome adversity and compete with the best in the world.
Too good.
But here's the thing about Sinner. He's a fighter. Despite everything, despite the pain, despite the distractions, he hasn't backed down. As the US Open approaches, the question on everyone's mind is, can Sinner overcome these obstacles? Will he be able to push through the pain, silence the doubts, and rise above the distractions? Or will this be the season that slips away from him? The season where everything became too much? And what about his relationship with Kalinskaya? Only time will tell if they'll weather this storm together. But one thing is clear, both on and off the court, Sinner is navigating the toughest challenges of his young career. His story is far from over, and the next chapter could be the most important one yet. In the end, this season might just be the defining moment of Jannik Sinner's career. Will he rise above it all and prove that nothing can break him, or will the weight of injury and personal drama be too much to bear? What do you think? Can Jannik Sinner overcome these obstacles and come out on top at the US Open? Do you believe the relationship drama will affect his performance? And is this injury something that could haunt him for the rest of his career? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tennis updates. See you in the next one.